Hello, and welcome back. Now, I know that I say I wouldn't do patch note video again, but this one specifically, not because it's on a special occasion, which is the 4th anniversary of the game, but because we have a new Gumi skin. Furthermore, we have some balance change that really gonna affect how Gumi gameplay gonna turn out, so I will also talk about that within this video. Right, so the big question is, did they cook this patch? And overall, I would say yes, this is actually one of the good patch notes that I've seen in a while. Not only because there's Gumi, but there's also a lot of other elements like addressing the passive play in 1v1 and some balancing that actually makes sense. Right, first of all, we have to talk about the new Gumi skin. And as you can see in these pictures, we have not only Gumi but also Lettuce and Wuji, which all dressed in the white suit dress custom skin for the anniversary party. Now, I don't know why we don't actually get Lettuce and Wuji. I'm guessing because they rushed this anniversary event. Consider that there was no leak file before this patch note actually come out, so I'm guessing they haven't cooked the other two skin, but hopefully we will get it sooner than next year. But right now we are guaranteed to get the Gumi skin on the next update, which is next week. So as you can see, they actually cook with this skin design. I was worried for a second when I heard that Gumi is getting an anniversary skin with a dress, and I was like, a dress? How you move around in like a dress? And like, would it just mess it up just like the mythic skin? Now, it turned out not as I imagined it, but it's still great. The black hair and the dark tail really give off an elegant vibe, and I always say this, elegant is way better than fan service. So I'm definitely getting my hand on this skin. Now, this is where you want to pay attention to, because this Gumi skin can only be obtained through a pass, which means it's not free, and you cannot get it from any gacha event even if you are lucky. Now, this pass is gonna cost you around $7, and for the amount of reward you're getting, I wouldn't say it is worth it, but if you are a Gumi player like myself, I would say it's definitely worth it. Consider that you get two exclusive skin for the anniversary. You got a exclusive frame, exclusive profile pictures, and 2 effects for the gameplay. Also 1 legend tickets. With all of that value, I would say I buy it. I definitely gonna get it right after the update drop. Now we get a closer look at the profile picture, which I think is beautiful. It's not my type of profile picture, but I mean, you get it with the pass, and it's lovely. Next, we have the 2 variant of the skin. As you can see, I would definitely go for the pass to get the black hair one, but also you have another one, which is this pinkless red color. I think this is a lot like the Lettuce hair color, so it's give up kind of a different vibe. Some people might like it. Me personally, not a big fan of this hair color, but I mean, you get it with the pass as well, so you get 2 in 1. There's also other changes about unlocking legends and a new library road. So basically, they will give you option to pick legend you want to unlock, and now you cannot use your legend coin to buy off legend anymore. But I'm not gonna go through that. If you want to check that out, click on the link of the update note in my description of this video. Right, so for the balance note, we have quite a lot to talk about. First of all is this notification of Duel improvements, and as you can see, they mentioned that there's very change will be made to this mode to keep the game mode from being done, and I thought they wouldn't go specific and call it out, but they actually did. So they say that the most frustrating thing in Duel is actually playing with people trying to run away all the times instead of like actually want to fight you. So in order to make the gameplay less passive for these motherfuckers, they're gonna add some change to it. One of which is they will take out the items like HB and Magnet Bomb completely and replace it with a new item called Banana. Now we will get into this in a bit. Also, they will reduce the size of the Sunset map, which is the big map that they just brought back. And if you're a new player and you don't know what this map is, this map was like a very old Duel map, but it got removed for encouraging too many passive play. So now they bring it back and they see the same issue occur, so that's why they reducing the size of the map. I'm not sure how this will turn out since they don't actually show an actual pictures of the map size being reduced, so we just have to wait and see. But I like that they are addressing this issue, and like I said before, the game mode is not the issue. The issue is the play style and the players who choose to play that way. It make it unfun for everyone. Right now we talk about Banana. So this new item will heal you when you pick it up, and also you can throw it. Now, an interesting thing about this is that if you throw it, it will land on the ground and create a zone that will stun the enemy. So it's basically an Alice mine. But as you can see, it's go way faster, a smaller zone, but it also hit the enemy if you throw it in their face. I'm not sure if they can jump out before the stun happen or not, but it seemed like a very fun item to mess with. Although I'm not sure how it will affect the dynamics of 1v1 now, since every map gonna have bananas and the swarm time of each banana is 15 seconds. So it's very fast, and it seems like both players will be highly focused on grabbing these banana items. So we will have to wait and see how this change do entirely. Right, another big change I want to talk about is spells. So we have Leap and we have Rupture. Rupture is basically just like Ignition now, where you activate, you have a set amount of time to deal extra hits. That's basically it, so I'm not gonna get too deep into it. But Leap is more concerning since they changed it quite a lot, like rework it completely. And I wouldn't say this is better, consider that the cooldown of Leap is now more than double the cooldown of Leap before. And the only additional things you get is super armor when you leap it. The super armor will disappear as soon as you land or as soon as you activate any attacks. So I think this is more of a nerf than a buff for Leaf, because this spell has always been about mobility, so it adds mobility for the legend who don't have it to catch up with legends that have way more mobility than them. That's the original intention of this spell, which back then it was called super jumps. It also was a mechanic that was created to try to prevent passive play by running away. So back then, character with faster mobility have longer cooldown, and character with slower mobility has less cooldown. But yeah, now it turned into this, and I have no idea why they feel like Leap need a super armor on top of it and then double the cooldown. Like, it's completely go against the original intention of this mechanics to gain mobility and positioning. Now you have to wait 25 seconds for a Leap that have super armor, which means you will be able to go to the direction you want to, but again, as soon as you land or you try to attack, the super armor is not gonna be there anymore. So the question is it still worth using? I would say yes, but consider that it's so much more slower than Swift, it's gonna be hard to like compare the two spell for Gumi. I will do some test run after the update and see for myself if it's still manageable. For me, I think it's still manageable because most of the time you really don't rely on leap to do anything like unique. It's just like an option for me to be more flexible and create more patterns to confuse the opponent. Without leaps, you can still approach, you can still ignite an attacks, you can still position yourself, but with less cooldown than it was, then you have less option most of the time, and that might be an issue. So we will have to wait and see if I can still make use of it. Now there's also some rune change, just small changes, but again I won't go through them. If you want to check them out, make sure you check the link for the balance node in the description of the video. Right, so the change for Gumi is that they say Gumi high movement speed, long range, made easier to build up ultimate. Not entirely easy, but sure. And then she deal burst damage was according to her intention design, but it's way too strong. Yes, I agree on that. Now the last time they buffed her old damage and then nerfed it 2 times. This is the second time. First time they nerfed the first 2 stack, and now they nerfed the final damage by another 200, which is actually bigger than the number you see because she deal multiple hits on her ult. So is this bad? Not entirely. Like I said, the buff for the ult damage was to boost her past mythic skin sale, but also just make it so that she can keep up with all of these new OP assassin character damage output. So now she kinda just get back to how she meant to be. And I would say yes, you will have a harder time when you go against these ridiculous characters with high damage output, but it make it more fair. As a Gumi player, you don't feel like you are using such an broken characters and there's so much effort need to put into to get out the same result as the more broken ones. So this is not one of my worry. Not, I believe there's still a way you can work around that. I've been here for every Gumi change, for every state that she was in and will be in. She might be bad at times, she might be OP at times, but I just don't feel the need of like switching to another characters, and I will just adapt to what I have, adapt to what Gumi can do and bring out the best of it. So that's pretty much it for this patch, for me, for all the things that I want to look into. And for everything else that I didn't mention, make sure you go check it out in the official notification links I put in the description below. And I will see you in the next video as well as the next update. Cheers.